Today I am painting a painting, but I don't want to show you the process because I want it to be kind of a point of like surprise and entertainment in the final film. So I'm gonna keep it a secret between me and me for now. Green screen is up. Now to just make some backgrounds that can be keyed in later on. There's a couple. I have to go through the script again to see just how many backgrounds I should probably make. That's why I brought extra paper, just in case there's more than that. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today. Felt like talking about this. So there's a great chance that I have vasovagal syncope, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically a fainting disorder. Basically, you know, like your vision goes all blurry, your ears start ringing, the blood completely rushes away from your face, but you start breaking out in sweats, and you feel like either vomiting or shitting yourself. It's not a great feeling. I've only had maybe 4 episodes since I was maybe 17. And the first time it happened, I was scared. I didn't know what was happening to me. Recently, I've realized I'm a bit of a hypochondriac. And so when I was 17 and this happened to me for the first time, I thought, like, this means something is wrong with me and I'm gonna die. And then it happened to me again, maybe like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. It's happened twice now in this year alone. I've had this, like, these episodes where this will happen, and when I looked it up, it's vasovagal. Like, there's nothing else that it could be that I'm dealing with here. My grandmother had it, and I'm not sure if it's genetic or anything. I mean, I've read a lot about it, but nowhere have I read that it's genetic. And the thing about it is, like, it's not something that can be cured, really. It's just something you gotta manage. You know, you avoid your triggers. You know, you make changes in your diet depending on the vasovagal. So there's really not much I can do but, like, manage it and make sure that, like, you know, I don't get myself into these situations. And so I'm starting to realize, like, I should probably start telling more people in my life that I have this and that this is my trigger. So please don't do that to me, because there's a great chance I could faint. Thankfully, I have a type of vasovagal that gives me warning signs before fainting, and I haven't fainted yet. I've only fainted once in my life, but I think that was just exhaustion. My middle school PE teacher was a fucking rat bastard and made my class run laps upon laps upon laps. And one day, my body just couldn't take it anymore. One of my best friends, as they were running, they saw that I fell, and they came around, because I sat on the bleachers, and they were like, "You fell?" I was like, "I fainted," and they just started laughing. That's the only reason why I'm laughing. Other than that, it was a very unpleasant situation. If anybody has fainted, it's not pleasant. The fainters know it's not a pleasant time to be fainting, just at all, and any time. Fainting is not great. But through the vasovagal, like, again, like, I'll have the symptoms of like a fainting attack coming on. I haven't actually experienced losing consciousness. Through these episodes, which is great. I'm glad that hasn't happened, but just the feeling of it itself, you start to lose control of your body. Your body just, it feels like it's shutting down. But there's, like, many ways I can stop an episode, thank goodness. And thank goodness I have a type of vasovagal where my warning signs come and creep up on me before there's ever even any time really for me to, like, go boom, because Some people have vasovagal and they're not even given that kind of time. They're not given that steady, like, "Whoa, you're gonna faint." It's just like, you're out, right? I hate it, actually. It's actually like, it's really fucked up. Losing control of your body like that, because your fucking survival instincts are working way too hard. Even if somebody's explaining a bloody incident in great detail, it starts coming, it starts happening to me. But I can watch like gory movies, I can watch a violent film, I can stand the sight of blood usually. So it's like, it's never that, it's always like the explanation of the loss of lots of blood. And when I'm in the midst of a vasovagal episode, it is so uncomfortable, and it's actually really scary. I don't want to pass out. I don't want to just like lose all of control of myself to the point where I'm just like going to sleep and not of my own volition, right? Like, that's the part that freaks me out. It's physically quite uncomfortable. I'm just gonna have to start telling people. I'm gonna have to start telling people in my life, hey, if you got a story about how you or somebody you know has lost a lot of blood and or had a near-death incident, medical situation, don't tell me about it in great detail. Just tell me just tell me the basics and move on, because I'm good with that. Like, I'm good with like things like that coming up in conversation in passing, because it's happened. Again, like, I can recall conversations that I've had with people about these kinds of things and it doesn't trigger me. For me, it became really easy to notice the pattern, which was, oh, it was when people were explaining these things in great detail. And they just kind of kept talking about it. So there was all that time for my brain to be absorbing what these people are saying, and therefore it activates that nerve, and then that's it. The rest of my body just goes. Just wherever my brain goes, my body follows. And sometimes it's to real dark places. Can I get hypnotized? And, you know, take the vasovagal away. You know, people get hypnotized to like quit cigarettes, right? Maybe I could just use some like brain manipulation. But then I gotta have the money for that, so I'm not getting hypnotized anytime soon. And I think just like with this, on top of the fact that I might have endometriosis, my uterus is not functioning properly. So like on top of that shit and the tooth infection, I'm gonna have to get a fucking root canal, and now fucking the vasovagal. Like, it just feels like my body's betraying me, and I think it's kind of like getting to me in deeper ways, because I haven't felt like this since like the deepest, darkest pits of my teenhood, when I was like struggling the most with dysphoria. So many trans people who've struggled and continue to struggle with like that kind of dysphoria, they probably know, like, it feels like your body has betrayed you, and it like continues to betray you, and it just keeps you stressed, keeps you pissed off. I feel like it's happening all over again, but not because of my transness, thank God. Like, I'm in such a good place with my identity and my gender, but now it's just like, it's just my general health. It is literally just my body doesn't want to work properly for me anymore. And you know, I feel like there's like still like, honestly, a little bit of ableism, you know, in my brain, that fear of like being disabled, that fear of not being healthy. Again, like, I know what I can do now, like, I gotta manage this shit now. But like, there's that part of my brain that's like screaming, like, I wish I didn't even have to fucking deal with this. Like, I wish I didn't even have this problem. You just want everything to work normally, you know? But I guess that's not, you know, that's not really the reality for most people when you really think about it. Most people have so many health problems. Especially since COVID. Fuck.
This is your life.
This is long. But that's okay. That's the thing too about these vlogs. I really do want to get a little bit more, I guess, personal, you know. I feel like I've deviated away from the personal stuff in my recent vlogs.
Listen to those people. Do what you want with it.
And I know that most of the people who even watch this channel are like friends, like good friends, people that I know and trust, you know, old internet mutuals that, like, you know, I'm cool with.
Keep going now.
So I know for now these vlogs are a safe space for me to be able to speak like this, to be as candid and open as I'm attempting to be right now. In other news, I am practically almost done with pre-production. I just have literally 2 things to do and I will be finished officially with pre-production for my short film. So that's made me very happy. That makes me very proud of myself, and less like my body is betraying me and more like my body is actually working with me. Visions are coming to fruition. So I'll end on that good note. It's got wings!
Keep going.